Then the next Anvakam goes to the omniscient. The third Anvakam goes to omniscience. What is omniscience? Omniscience is all-knowing. How do you know your all-knowing thing? It is because of the faculties given to you. And these faculties, when they are expressed as the ego, the selfish ego, that is the 8 of them. The ego, the desire, the anger, the greed, the attachment, the arrogance, jealousy, mind. Have you watched the Finding Nemo movie? Yeah, the seagulls are mind. Huh? You're always in mind. The I and the mind are the fundamental flaws of the ego selfishness. It's either the selfish I, the fish, that's why it smells. Selfishness smells. Selflessness exudes aroma. Sugandhim pushtivardhanam. Therefore, when those are dissolved, then in their place will get Namassahamanaya nivyadhina avyadhininam pataye namo namah kakubhaya. All that Anvakam is talking about, how the Lord, who is the thief, he is the chief of thieves. A thief is one who steals something that does not belong to him. Therefore, the ego, the desire, the anger, the greed, attachment, arrogance, jealousy, mind, etc., they don't belong to God. They belong to us, the ahankara, the ego consciousness. And therefore, what he does, he will come and steal all those things away from you. When he steals, he gives you forbearance, contentment, humility, forgiveness, acceptance, sharing, caring, and self-esteem. That is the Anvakam number 3. Then what will happen? The mind becomes omniscient. The reflection now gets the quality of omniscience. Omniscience is all-knowing. Then we go to the next Anvaka, which is about perfection, omnipotence. Potence means skills. Okay? Omniscience. And the omniscience, after the mind is filled with those qualities of forbearance, etc., it acquires the power of choice, the power of concentration, and the power of contemplation. Ishu madhyo dhanva vibhyascha vo namo nama atanva nebhyah pratidada nebhyascha vo namo nama ayachadbhyo visrujadbhyascha vo namo namosyadbhyo vidyadbhyascha vo namo nama asinebhyashayane. All the word by word meanings are all in this file, which we will share with you. So brothers and sisters, what we are now looking at is the mind that is now filled with these positive qualities of forbearance, acceptance, sharing, caring, etc. is now the prepared mind. Until now the mind is not prepared. When the mind is prepared, it has a choice. You can choose. Do you choose the worldly mundane pleasures and pursuits, or do you choose that which liberates you? Do you choose which binds you? Do you choose which liberates you? The same mind, Bhagavan says, is like a key. And you take a lock, you take the key, turn anti-clockwise. What happened? You're all using only codes now, huh? No more keys. Huh? You're not locking your doors anymore. Huh? Okay. So if you put the key, turn anti-clockwise, it is locked. Turn clockwise, open. Yes. Take the key, put this way, which is the left way, left side. It is right side. Right side, that's why it's called right side. This is the left, this is the right. In America, we drive on the right, by the way. Just The Britishers told us, including our Indians, to drive on the left. What? Left driving is not right. We are always drive on the right side. Okay? So, this Bhagavan says, you take the mind, your heart is the lock, and you turn it towards the left side, which is the world. You are locked. You turn it towards the right side, which is God. You are unlocked. So now this mind, the omniscient mind, now it is targeting, it is focused, it has a choice. Do I want to drive on the right side or the left side? And it is driving on the right side with the senses. It has the power of choice. It gives power of concentration. Because it's now not bothered about the world. The mind is all about the world. Bhagavan says the one who you think you are, what is that? Body. No, hello, stay with the course. One who you think you are is the body. The one others think who you are is the mind. The one who you really are is Atma. What is Atma? Divine. So, what we are talking about is the mind, because it's all about the world. Now you are training it to be in the world but not of it. And hence what happened? You are unlocked. And when you are unlocked with the mind, then what happens is, it will acquire all these properties of concentration, contemplation, the power of presence to the one that is everlasting. Sabhabhya, Sabhapatibhyascha namaha. That is the end of the which anvakam? Third anvakam. Stay with the course. Okay. Then the next anvakam is the fourth anvakam, where we are invoking the potence, omnipotence. Omnipotence. Potence means skill. Omnipotence means all the skills. Skillful in everything. Walking, talking, drinking, dancing, anything. The skills are automatically given to you. How do you acquire those skills? By focusing on the all-skilled. Now here, in this anvakam, you can see God's presence in the people that are realized, people that are insignificant, people that are riding chariots, people that do not ride chariots, people that are leading armies, ARMY, Atirudra Mahayagya, people that are teachers of the chariot gatherers, and people that are carpenters and chariot makers, people that are potters, blacksmiths, fowlers, fishermen, hunters, artisans, and hounds and keepers of hounds. You listen to this anvakam, you are suddenly wondering, why am I caring about all these professions that are irrelevant now? How do I care if God is present in a hunter or a huntsman or a fowler or anything? Why? Why do we care about those professions? And salute to the God present in those professions. For that you need to understand what are the skills associated with these professions. That is the beauty of that. So, when we are looking at what the skills associated with these professions is, a potter or a blacksmith sees something that is unmanifest in a clay, right? So that means he is a visionary who sees what you and I don't see. That's who a potter is, or a blacksmith is. You give him a gold biscuit, he will make a beautiful necklace. He knows, he sees the necklace in the gold biscuit, you and I don't see. A potter sees a beautiful sculpture already in the mud and in the clay, which you and I cannot see. So, what does it mean, potters and blacksmiths? Seeing the unseen in the seen, that is visionaries. So you become a visionary with these mantras. You are invoking your vision skills. A fowler and a hunter has incredible analytical skills. What a hunter does and a fowler does, listens very carefully. They listen to the sound of a deer somewhere and they are able to go shoot. You should be knowing all of they called game shows here. What is Huh? Game ride. I landed in Kenya and the guy said, tomorrow we are going for game ride. I said, what is game ride? And I said, look, I don't shoot, but I only shoot pictures. Shoot is okay, but shooting pictures is better than shooting the animals. And therefore, when you have the analytical skills and the ability to keenly find and fetch, and that is what is called discovery. You get discovery skills. And then artisans. Artisans are those that are shaping the minds and thoughts. Human resources, mentoring. And then hunters and huntsmen are being alert and working under tremendous pressure. And hounds and houndsmen are faithful, loyal, implementing discipline. So in fact, what this Anuvakam is talking about is that you will develop skills related to all those things: leadership with vision, research and development, human resource development, marketing and sales, legal and regulatory. So these don't belong to simply meaning hunters, potters, etc. means those skills are what are required for our survival. And in that skill, the omnipotence, we are seeing the divine, and that is the essence of this Anuvakam. Clear? Any questions so far? No question? Is too much? Philosophy? Is this philosophy what we are talking? No, this is not philosophy. This is practical spirituality, brothers and sisters. No matter what you do in your life, these skills are required for our survival in the worldly life. But now we are doing it with focusing on the master of those skills. So Swami is an incredible musician, he is a poet, he is everything. He has all the skills required. And then by connecting to that omnipotence of the divine, now we are reflecting those skills within us. And that is the end of the reflection and the source. And that is what we were singing yesterday. What is the song? Any questions? Please ask. Don't be shy. Okay, so that concludes the fourth Anuvakam, and then now we get into this fifth Anuvakam. The fifth Anuvakam, before we do that, let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, like the moon reflects the light of the sun in love, always in love. This is what we are talking about. The moon is nothing but the reflection of the sun. The moon goes through the vagaries of waning and waxing, but the sun doesn't go through the waning and waxing. The sun always shines. So if the sun is Bhagavan, the moon is our mind. This mind, when it is full of his consciousness, it will totally reflect, but with the divine delight. Whereas the sun, if it is completely shining in effulgence, can be very uncomfortable. Right now, like in Durban. Or in Puttaparthi when you are in July, yeah? How hot it is. So to be in the presence of the divine, it is Koti Surya Samaprabha. Means what? 10 million suns effulgence. Can you bear the effulgence of one sun? Can you think of the effulgence of 10 million suns? Impossible. So therefore, we are saying, let my heart reflect thy light, Lord, like the moon reflects the light of the sun in love, always in love. Hu Allah, Allah, Hu Allah, Hu Allah, Allah, Hu Allah, Allah, Hu None of you sing English songs here, huh? Okay. This is a very famous song that we sing in our Sai centers. Not only these songs, we sing songs of every religion. Shalom Havarim, Shalom Havarim, Shalom, Shalom, Light Travot, Shalom, Shalom. Glad tidings we bring of peace on earth, goodwill towards men. Of peace on earth, goodwill towards men. Every religion is conveying the same message. So, from this fourth Anvakam, the fifth, the sixth and seventh Anvakam, until the fourth Anvakam, we have dealt with purity, clarity, stillness and reflection of the properties of the divine consciousness, which is omniscience, omnipresence, omnipotence. Then what happens? How long you want to be a reflection? We are leading the lives of reflections. Bhagavan himself says that we are his reflections. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha. My spark of divinity is present within you as a spark, as a divine spark. But we don't connect to any of that stuff. Swami, it's okay. No, we want to be who we want to be. So the absolute self is now giving us this omnipresence, omniscience, omnipotence, and that reflection. You see the capital SSP and small SSP? Perfect source and reflection. And that reflection of the individual self now is able to express these skills. So therefore, who we are now is not simply a reflection. Before this, who we were as reflections is, if the mind is, so if the mirror is dirty, is the reflection seen? No. If the mirror is cracked, the reflection is also cracked. The reflection is also cracked, isn't it? So, is it the problem with the source or is the problem with the mirror? Mirror. So if the mirror is rusted and dusted, the reflection is also rusted and dusted. If the mirror is broken, the reflection is broken. Most of the times we are so related to this reflection and the mirror that we walk around as if we are reflections, that we are broken, that we are dusted, rusted. We only relate to reflections. We never relate to the source. You understand? So if you are standing in front of a mirror, if the mirror is bad, are you bad? What is bad? So what? No, mirror is bad. The reflection is not bad. There is nothing to do with the reflection. The reflection is 100% related to just the mirror. It is never related to the source. Is that clear? Okay. So if the mirror is dusted and you look yourself so ugly in the mirror, how do you feel? Huh? You feel? Why do you need to feel? Hello, you fix the mirror? No. Complete logic failure. Because you look ugly in the mirror, because the mirror is dusted, do you feel bad about it? No. Of course, if you have something on your skin and then okay, that is reflecting and the mirror is clean, then you wipe yourself. But if you are clean and pristine, the mirror is rusted and dusted, do you weep for it? Yeah, but we lead lives like reflections. Our mirrors are broken. And because our mirror is broken, we are also shattered. We feel, I am shattered. I am this, I am that. Because you can only relate yourself to the reflection. Do you have to carry a mirror to look at yourself all the time, unless you're a woman? Oh, no. that really, they are going to eat me alive after the lunch. Before the lunch. Brothers and sisters, you don't have to look at yourself all the time in a mirror to see how you are. Do you? Because you are the source. You are not the reflection. You are the source. This is what Bhagavan is saying. I am God. You are also God. But I am the source and I live like God. You live like a reflection. And your mirror, which is your mind, that mind is broken and cracked, rusted and dusted. If you clean your mirror, if you fix your mirror, you will look exactly like me. And I am God and you are God. I know I am God. Knowing is the mirror. You do not know you are God because your mirror is broken. Live like the source, don't live like the reflection. This is very important, especially for people that have any mental diseases, depression, bipolar, all these kinds of mental diseases. Just to know that your mirror is broken, but you are perfectly fine. You are love. You are perfectly fine. Fix the mirror. Get the mirror fixed. But you are totally fine. Are you connected to me now? Are you connected to? So we are, therefore, Bhagavan is never calling us Papatmulara. He is never calling us embodiments of sin. He is calling us Divyatma Swarupulara, Prematma Swarupulara, embodiments of divine soul, embodiments of divine love. He is never referring to us to anything else other than the pure, supreme, sublime consciousness, the ATMA, awareness as in thought, mind and action. That is Atma. So when we connect to that, then we know we are not the reflection. But how do we get to that source? What makes us get to that source? And today morning, I have no idea how Bhagavan chose the topic of light and the truth. I just bowed to him, Swami, what is it that you want to speak today? He said about the truth and then the light and everything else. Now, how it fits with this exact workshop, he knows, he determines. So today morning, you got the executive summary of the rest of the unworkers in the satsang. So now, the source and the reflection, think about this. You are standing in front of a mirror. There are three things. What are the three things? You, the reflection, and the mirror. Hello, mirror, come on, stay. There are three things when you are standing in front of a mirror, yes? What are the three things? Yourself, the mirror, reflection. Take the mirror out. How many are there? So 3 minus 1 is? 2. People are still carrying mirrors. They want to. Huh? That is natural for a woman, don't feel bad about it. Carrying mirror. No, okay, alright. Okay. If you take the mirror out, how many are there? 1. So 3 minus 1 is 1, not 2. So therefore, when you end the mind, the mirror, how many are there? Are you sinking or are you sinking? Which sink are you using? Are you sinking or sinking? What are the two sinks? Are you present? Okay. Are you somewhere else? No? Okay. Okay, you are here. First sink is Oh, S-Y-N-C. Second sink is? S-I-N-K. Some people are sinking, some people are sinking, but Germans are sinking. Sinking. If you are a German, you are sinking. Then I was, the famous episode in which a German guy is talking to the station, in the shore station, and he's going on the ship. And they say, "Captain, please come. Where are you?" "Oh, I'm sinking. I'm sinking." "What do you mean, sinking?" "What? No, I'm sinking. I'm sinking. I am sinking." Are you sinking, or are you sinking, or are you sinking? Just to determine yourself. So let us sink. This is sinking. So when you are thinking about it, what is it that makes us call end of illumination? Means the end of mind is illumination, means the disappearance of the mirror. What happens when the mirror is taken out? How many remain? And who is the one? The source. And who is the source? The divine.